Thank you, Patrick. As the temperature drops, it's a great time to curl up on the couch with a good book. Joining us this morning is local author Dave Taraian.
Taraian.
Got it. All right, double checking. To tell us more about his thriller, The Nameless One. I have it right here. Good morning to you, David. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, so tell us about the inspiration for this book. It actually takes place on Nantucket.
Right. Well, I guess the inspiration is I've always enjoyed horror, reading it, film, television. So I think it was just natural for me that when I decided I wanted to write that, it was going to be a horror story. I guess it's sort of the old adage, you write what you love, write what you know.
And that's what you know, apparently. All right, now, tell us about the process that it took to write this book and to get it published. You're saying it was a pretty lengthy one.
Yes, it took a number of years to get through it, but the first thing I did was I decided that I didn't want to do vampires, I didn't want to do werewolves and that sort of thing. I promised myself that when I started this, it was going to be something that nobody had ever seen before, nobody had ever read before.
Right.
So the first thing I did was I went to the library and I started doing some research. And I researched Greek mythology, witchcraft, all sorts of legends and ghosts and things like that. And I started to put some pieces together, and I cobbled together this character called the Nameless One, and eventually he kind of took on a life of his own.
All right, and tell us about the book in particular and what it's all about. It's a mystery.
Mystery horror. The book takes place in Nantucket, as you said, and it centers around a local police detective and a marine archaeologist. The detective is investigating a series of rather bizarre murders where the victims have or where the killer is taking the hearts from his victims.
Oh, creepy.
And the marine archaeologist is trying to identify a shipwreck that recently washed ashore on Nantucket. So as the story evolves, the paths of these two characters will cross, and they find that the shipwreck and the murders both have something in common. Okay,
so they coincide.
Right.
All right. We don't want to let you go any further because we want to save it for you to read the book. We want to find out what happens for sure. I've already started reading a few pages. It's very well written, I must say. We want to thank you.
Great. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much, and be sure to check out today's deal a day for The Nameless One. It could make a great gift this season, and for more information, head to foxprovidence.com.